everybody, welcome to the first card in March's card class. We're using the Easter Bunny stamp set, this one here, and I have made 4 card designs to share with you in this class. Card number 1 looks like this. I've created a little scene style card with our little bunny friend, and I've used one of the new online exclusive dies to bring this card together. Now I have pre-cut and pre-scored all of these pieces, and you'll find all the measurements in your measurement guide. So starting off with a nice base from Crumb Cake card, I am using some of this really nice country gingham designer series paper. Now this stamp set and punch bundle don't actually coordinate with any particular DSP, and I chose this country gingham DSP 1 because I really like it, and 2, I think it is a great complementary item for this stamp set. You can really make them sort of springtime feel, and I love a subtle colour palette as well. Now you have 2 pieces of white card that you are going to cut. One is for the outside and the other is for the inside. So I'm going to work on my outside piece to start with, and you'll notice that I've drawn a little black line around the edge of my white. Now I'm just using a generic black fine line pen. You can pick these up in most stationery shops. I do like a Pilot pen, but I prefer those to write with, whereas these are uni pin fine line pens. I think I got them in a pack of 3, and they were really reasonable, but they're a great staple in your craft toolkit. You can also use the Stampin right markers to do the same, the black Stampin right marker. But I do like a stationery shop, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so let's pop that on like so. It doesn't matter if your line is a bit wibbly, it adds to the look of the card. Next we have our die cut piece. This is the Radiating Stitches die, and these are available online while stocks last as part of the online exclusives promotion, and they're great looking dies. And this one here has got a nice stitched edge, but rather than the stitch going sort of following the edge of the card, this one gives you a little bit more detail, and I think they're going to be really popular. So I'm placing that onto my card front, so it's in the centre of that panel, and then I've cut myself a layer of white that is going to sit inside that. Before I do that though, I'm going to draw myself another little line. Now this technique, I've been doing this technique for absolute years. It was something that was introduced to me during a scrapbook workshop, and I just use it on my cards. It's a great way to make some of your layers of your card just pop a little bit more. And you can do straight lines, you can do wibbly lines, you can do stitches, you can do dashes. There's lots of different options, but it's a great way to make your cards feel a little bit more personal. Right, so now I've got myself some images that I've already pre-cut and pre-stamped, scored and cut. So I've got some carrots, I've got 2 carrots, I've got our bunny that's sitting up, I've got a flower crown, and this is really interesting, this one here. I've got myself 1 strip of grass, but then I've also stamped another one. I've stamped 2 next to each other and cut them out as 1 piece, and what that's going to do is that's going to give me this piece here, and that's the piece I'm actually going to start with. So I'm going to add that to my card with just a really thin strip of glue along the bottom, and I'm going to stick that just about there. Okay, so what that's done by adding the glue just along the bottom, it's going to allow me to tuck our little bunny friend in behind. Doesn't he just look adorable? I absolutely love him. This bunny has been coloured with crumb cake Stampin' blends in light and dark, and I've just added a little bit of petal pink onto the ear. Okay, so now we've done that, I am going to pop in just behind another little row of grass, and it's just all part of building our bunny scene, and that's going to slide in just behind. Okay, next we're going to go in with our carrots, and those carrots are going to tuck in between those two layers of grass. So I've got one and I've got two, so he's like Peter Rabbit now. He is sitting in amongst the carrots, which look very, very delicious. Okay, so now we've done that, I've got my flowers to add on, which I'm just going to pop in that top left hand corner like so. I do really like this flower image. And then what we've got to do next, we've got a piece of mint macaron card, and I'm going to stamp our sentiment which says enjoy all the little moments, and I'm actually going to stamp that also in mint macaron. I love the way our colours work together, so you can use the same colour card and ink, and you get a really, really nice look. So this piece of card is just 1.5 centimetres wide, and then I am just going to snip this down a little bit with my snips, even it up a little bit. There we go. And then my little banner is going to get stuck on about there. And that's a really nice card. Now, depending on the reason for making these cards, you could use an Easter stamp sentiment if you are sending for Easter, or you can turn it into a birthday card with just a birthday card, a happy birthday sentiment. Okay, you'll also notice in the background of this card there's a few little black dots, and I'm going to do this as my last piece, and I'm going to just dot on with my black fine liner, so I can't talk and dot at the same time, just some random dots. And again, that just breaks up that background. And there we have it, that's our card front. For the centre of our card, we've got our piece of white card, same size as the front. I'm just going to draw my line around the edge. Like so. And then I've saved myself a little piece of the DSP to match the front, and I love doing this. This is a really nice little tip to just bring some of the detail on the outside of your card inside, and you use very, very minimal product as well. There we go. And that's it. That's card number 1, all finished for you. I do hope you enjoyed making it, and I will see you all over on video number 2, which is up next. Bye for now.